All right, and we're back. I apologize. Miss Schumacher and Miss Ritter are having a conversation outside of the room. So, cumulonimbus clouds, very big storm clouds, bursting through the top of the troposphere. These next clouds look a little unbelievable, but these are called mammatus clouds. These form on the very tops, on the underside here of a cumulonimbus cloud. When air is thrust up here to the top, it spreads out this way, and if it's strong enough, the wind will then push and kind of punch down little holes, and that's what gives this look here. Mammatus is actually Latin for cow udders, and so these obviously look like cow udders, but they're usually representing very likely for there to be hail. This is not the kind of thing that we would see in the winter time, though, because it needs to be very warm and moist for these to appear. So, mammatus clouds. This next one is really neat. I should probably zoom in. You can see there's a forest fire here, and since we had already talked about water droplets clinging onto stuff in the air, little bits of dust or particles of things, when there's a forest fire, there's a whole bunch of ash and smoke thrown up in the air. So if there's enough of it, and it's cool enough up where the smoke goes, then it will condense and turn into a cloud. And so these are called pyrocumulus clouds, so fire clouds. And the neat thing about it is that sometimes if they get big enough, they will then rain, and it'll rain down on the fire and it can put them out. So that's kind of neat. These next ones are called shelf clouds. A lot of people think that they're wall clouds or funnel clouds, but those are directly associated with tornadoes. Shelf clouds are not. They're associated with a front coming in, so a change in the weather. And that change in the weather may be something severe, but in this case it's just a dramatic looking cloud. You've probably seen in the summertime when it's a bright clear day and then you can see a big line of clouds coming in from the distance. That's what these are. They're called shelf clouds. These next ones are called lenticular, as you can see, because they are lens shaped. They kind of look like UFOs off in the distance. These usually happen around mountains when air is pushed up the mountain, causes a cloud to form that gets squished and shaped like a lens. These are called sundogs. Sundogs are when there's a certain type of ice crystal in the air and the sun is up at a certain number of degrees, so usually 9 degrees, 22 degrees, 44 degrees. When they're up high enough, if there are ice crystals in the air, they will scatter the light and concentrate it on two little spots. These little spots on the side are called sundogs, and you see them all the time in Minnesota, but you have to see them at just the right time of day. There's some more sundogs. Usually you only see one, though. They won't always be two at the same time. Halo. A halo is a ring around the sun, or it actually happens around the moon too, and that also only happens when it's at another certain height with a different type of ice crystal. So there's a halo. So in review, we have halos, sundogs, lenticular clouds, shelf clouds, pyrocumulus, mammatus clouds. There's quite a few of them. This is a cumulonimbus, so a storm cloud, a thunderstorm cloud. These are undulatus, or cloud streets. These are fibratus, which are fibery clouds, like little torn out fibers. Contrails. Virga, which is the rain coming back up. Fog. Stratus. Cumulus. And cirrus.